Hi guys, and welcome back to At Home with Elisa. Today I wanted to start my spring sowing of seeds, but first of all I just wanted to take a little bit of time just to thank Janey from Dig Plant Water Repeat. She has been nice enough to feature me in one of her videos and recommend that people come and check out my channel, so thank you very much, and if you're a new subscriber, thank you, nice to have you. Janey was actually conducting a question and answer video and I submitted a question to her about how she stays organized, because she has, even though she has a residential block, she has so many plants, and I just often wonder how people stay organized. I always like to know if there's something I'm not aware of so that I can improve what I'm doing. So that's what I was asking her about, and she did give me some answers, which was great. So thank you so much for that. I'll take that on board, Janey, and I will see where I can go. I always keep all the name tags of the plants that I do have, so that I can try and keep a record of them and when it's time to prune and that sort of thing. So I'm putting something in place to get myself a little bit more organized. It is a little bit of adjustment going from residential through to a rural property. When we moved here it was just grass and gum trees, so we're establishing new garden beds and just trying to keep track of the plantings that we do have. We've tried some new ones to us, and we do have some that we had at our old property as well. So we're just trying to make sure that we keep on top of the maintenance, basically, not let things get a little bit, well, get away from us, essentially. Just a little bit of a backstory as well. I actually contacted Janey from Dig Plant Water Repeat before I even started my YouTube channel. I just wanted to speak to someone who actually already had a YouTube channel similar to what I was looking at doing, even though vastly different in America and Australia. I just wanted to speak to her and just get a little bit of feedback on different programs that she uses for editing and how to go about different things, and I ran some ideas past her and she was so lovely. She took the time to actually get back to me. We went back and forth a few times and to email and make sure that she could answer my inquiries the best that she could, and she was so encouraging, and she's like, just get out there and just do it. The first ones will be terrible, but just keep doing it and you'll get better and better as time goes by. So I just want to thank her so much for that encouragement, because it really did mean a lot, and it was enough to actually push me. I had been thinking about doing this for quite a while, but it was enough to actually push me to go, you know what, life's too short, let's just do it anyway. So here in Australia we're in August and it's still technically classed as winter. However, we're at the point now where spring is not far away. The daffodils are already up, which is very exciting, which means that we will be able to start sowing our spring seeds. So I've got my seeds that I have. This is my seed storage. So I actually keep these underneath my bed so that they're nice and dry. For those of you that don't know, we live in tiny homes here on our property. We put them up nearly a year ago, and we are still going through some paperwork to actually have our forever home built. I'm not sure when everything will get done for that, but we are planning to do a forever home here, and we love it. We just love it. But we built the tiny homes here, so we're very tight on storage, but seeds have priority. They have a big container. I'd rather have seeds than clothes. So this is my container. I have my all year seeds that I can start. I have spring flowers, spring veggies, and then it goes to summer, autumn and winter. So, and just, you know, some catalogues from bulbs, because, you know, who wouldn't want them? So it's time to get out the all year ones and spring flowers and spring veggies. A little bit earlier, just before I started filming, I actually pre-moistened a lot of seed raising mix. I like to use seed raising mix. I am by no means an expert. I'm still definitely learning when it comes to seed raising mix and planting seedlings, but I'm getting better each time, which is very encouraging. So for me, I find that it's easy for me to remember to sow seeds if I do it just once a month. I know some people do it fortnightly. I'm not that organised, so as long as I can remember to do it at the start of each month, I know then that I'm going to make good headway. So I just wanted to quickly run through the seeds that I am going to be sowing for spring. These ones here are actually out of my all year bag, and we can sow rocket all year round. I'm the only one that likes it, so I don't sow a great deal. We can sow carrots. If anyone follows me on Instagram, At Home with Elisa on Instagram, I'll actually insert a picture of the carrot that we just got up the other day. It was huge. My husband was just laughing. It was so big. We have so many carrots in our freezer. Honestly, I planted so many carrots that, yeah, way too many. And we also have dill. Now, I already have all 3 of these in the garden, so I'm not actually going to re-sow these at the moment, just because I have way too many. So if you are a new subscriber here as well, you probably wouldn't be aware, but we have had significant rainfall and flooding here at our property. All of the east coast of New South Wales and even Queensland has had significant flooding. It's been quite devastating for the whole east coast of Australia. We have been extremely lucky in that we only had we did have water damage to our house. We had about an inch of water throughout our whole house. Thankfully, that was not as bad as other people have had it. Other people have, it's been horrific. However, our garden itself, I had a beautiful garden planned last spring, summer, and that's when the weather actually set in, and a lot of what I planted was actually washed away. So I had a lot of plants, even tomatoes and stuff like that, they didn't actually end up fruiting because they were literally washed away. So this season I'm really hoping to go all out with my seedlings. I'm going to be planting a lot in the efforts that hopefully the weather changes and we don't have the continuation of La Nina, which is what is predicted. I will keep all these seedlings in a greenhouse until I know that it's safe to plant them outside. But I'm hoping that we don't get that 3rd round of La Nina, because we've had over a year's worth of rain within the first 4 months of this year. So we don't need any more rain because it's just crazy. The property can't handle it. All the river systems can't handle it. So if we can have some nice weather, then hopefully I will have the garden that's up here in my head. So that involves planting a lot of flowers and vegetables. I am a little bit more experienced when it comes to flowers, though I am trying new varieties that I haven't grown before. But vegetables is definitely something that I am still learning with. I'm actually doing an online course at the moment to help me with my vegetable growing. So hopefully that pays off this spring and summer. So I do have some seeds that I actually collected myself, which were basically ones that I had been given, like this one's called Auntie Helen's tomato. So this is from my Auntie Helen, obviously. And I have things like Kent pumpkins. This was saved from, I had a really good pumpkin harvest last year. So this is saved from my pumpkins. Different things like that. I do actually like to save ones that come from other people because I always like to give new things a go. So I do have quite a few varieties of vegetables that I'll be trying to grow this year. I'll just go through them quickly. I will link where I get all my seeds from down in the comments as well. So this is actually from a new company that I have been dealing with, and there's spaghetti squash from Urban Veggie Patch. So I'm keen to give those a go because I haven't actually grown them before. And also cucumber crystal salad. So very keen to give that one a go. My eldest daughter loves cucumbers, and she particularly loves these ones, which are actually from Mr. Fothergill's, the cucumber crystal apple. So I'm very keen to give that one a go. So these ones that I'm just about to go through are actually all from Mr. Fothergill's, which is quite easily sourced in Australia. I've got the big value pack corn, so that's the sweet corn. I've actually grown this last year and I had reasonable success till the rain set in. Californian Wonder capsicum, Clindra beetroot, Gross Lissy tomato, Moneymaker tomato, Black cherry tomato, Market Mall cucumber, Jap pumpkin, Mortgage Lifter tomato, rock melon, Hale's Best rock melon. Last year I actually had a rock melon form, and it was so cute. It was about this big, and then all of a sudden the rain changed and unfortunately it washed away. So some iceberg lettuce, that's our family favourite. Sugar baby watermelon, yum. And blue lake climbing beans. So they're the ones that I've got from Mr. Fothergill's. There is quite a few there. I do have other varieties that I won't go into, but I do have quite a few varieties of spinach beet, some basil and some beans, so I'll be planting quite a few of those. As I said, this is the start of our growing season essentially, even though we can grow through winter. Our biggest crops are actually getting sown now, so I need to stay on top of it. And as for flowers, which are definitely by far my favourite thing to grow, I'll show you the seeds that I'm looking at planting. However, I am trying to grow so many vegetables because vegetable prices in Australia at the moment are absolutely insane. We're talking for an iceberg lettuce, people were paying $15 for an iceberg lettuce, which is just ridiculous. So we have so much property here, I want to make sure that I can plant out a nice garden, hopefully have some success with vegetables, and then therefore be able to feed them to our family. So that's the plan. But as for the flowers, I did order some from Urban Veggie Patch again. So I ordered the Queen Lime Zinnia with blush and the Violet Queen. So I'm keen to give zinnias a go. I did get some. I planted a whole heap of them last year, and I think I only got about 10 just because it just wasn't hot enough. The weather changed and it just wasn't hot enough for them to come through. So I have, these are Mr. Fothergill seeds. There's a few. Mr. Fothergill seeds, so I got some snapdragons. I do like snapdragons in the garden. I got some echinacea. Some poached egg flour. Now I actually have some of these I'm just about to plant out into the garden, so they are doing really well. Just alyssum, like, it's just so good for beneficials, so I actually plan on putting that in my rose garden this year because I'm thinking that that will really help them. I also have some more lupins. I have been growing these lupins. I have some from last year and I'm hoping that I get some flower spikes. I also have some straw flower. I have some seedlings already. We can actually sow these ones in winter. So I actually have some seedlings which are ready to go out. I'm planning on doing a cut flower garden this year. I have one garden bed that does flood. We're praying for no more flooding, but on the chance that we do actually get more flooding, this one garden bed does actually go under occasionally. So I'm doing seeds only and most of them are cut flowers. I'm doing phlox tapestry, which I think is just really pretty. Phlox brilliancy. I love these Californian poppies. Now, I have not been able to get these to germinate. If anyone knows how to germinate poppies, please let me know because I cannot get them to germinate. I put about 200 seeds in last year and they never came up, nothing happened. So I was planting a big carpet of poppies and it did not eventuate. So these are the zinnias that I purchased and had growing last year. They are Early Wonder mixed. I also just picked up some petunias. I really like petunias. I always thought they were a bit of grandma plant, which I love my grandma, so there's nothing wrong with a grandma plant, but I really do like them. So, and some marigolds as well, again for beneficials. So with these I'll cull them because I don't actually like oranges. So I won't have oranges in my garden, but the yellows I will keep. I also have some flowers that I actually kept from last year. I collected some seeds. So last year I had some beautiful burgundy sunflowers and I just saved one of the seed heads. So I have those to plant out as well. They are just, the leaves look like velvet. They're really stunning. I would love to be able to say which ones they are. However, my daughter was playing with my seed packets and I have no idea what they are. And I also have some petunias that I saved. So I had some beautiful ones that were purple with a white spot on them. And I saved the seeds. However, I have actually read that sometimes petunias, if you save the seed from certain varieties, they don't actually come back true to form. So if anyone knows about that, please let me know because I would really love to grow some more. I will keep an eye out for them in the shops, but I'll also give them a go as well. I like to do experiments. So now that I've actually assessed all the vegetables and all the plants that I need to plant, it has dawned on me that I have not prepared enough soil. So Today I probably will just do all my veggies and get my veggies in. The first thing I do is separate what's direct sown so I can go down and plant those in the garden. However, everything that isn't actually direct sown, I'll put it into my seed raising mix and get those going before I transplant them into the garden. So the other problem that I have is my garden isn't finished. And if I do happen to have really good germination with all of these vegetables and flowers, I may not have anywhere to put them. So I think my husband might be doing some more garden beds in our very near future. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and plant all of my vegetables and hopefully some of my flowers as well. I have taken out all the ones that are actually direct seed into the ground, and I'll plant those out probably on the weekend. I currently don't have a greenhouse to keep them in, it's under construction. However, I do have some shelving that's in a nice sheltered position in the sun that I can keep an eye on, and they're just up here on the deck. So I'll keep my plants there, and I will start sowing all of my seeds now. So thank you so much for joining me today. I won't actually make you sit and watch me plant all of these vegetables out because I imagine I'll be here for quite a while. However, if you are new here, again, lovely to have you. Thank you so much. I do post about 3 to 4 times a week. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Always happy to have a chat. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a lovely day.